Quadra means four, lateral means sides. So do I need to say that it's flat also? Maybe. A two-dimensional object with four straight sides. Okay, so we're going to name these. I think you've seen the names before. I just want to make sure that we get them all complete. Trapezoid, from the Greek word tetrapesium, which means 4 feet, looks like a table. It's got 2 parallel sides and 2 not parallel. So unlike some of these shapes where like a rectangle is a special case of a parallelogram and so forth, trapezoid can't be a parallelogram. You can't have 2 pairs of parallel sides. So special cases, let me just say some special names. If you've got a trapezoid with a right angle in a corner, it's called a right trapezoid. And if it's got parallel sides and equal other sides, then it's called an isosceles trapezoid. Warning, neither of these qualifies until you put the little marks that say parallel in. So on the homework, on the problem sets, you need to make sure you put the markings in where they belong. So if it's a trapezoid, it needs to have markings that show that it's got parallel sides. The next one, appropriately enough, is called a kite. Okay, 2 pairs of adjacent matching sides. What do I mean by adjacent? Well, if they're opposite, like in the next picture, you have a parallelogram instead. So just a note that if it's a parallelogram, the lengths of the sides also end up matching. Speaking of which, if all 4 sides are the same, so note these marks as well as the parallel marks, you have what's called a rhombus. Or as I like to say, a tilted square. A rectangle is a straight up and down parallelogram. It's possible to show that if you have 1 right angle on a parallelogram, you'll have to have all 4. Opposite angles have to be equal, and then adjacent angles have to add to 180. So if one of them is already 90, then they're all 90 degrees. Okay, last one is a square. two ways to say it. It's a rectangle with 4 equal sides. It's also a rhombus with right angles.
So one thing to notice about this little diagram here is that it doesn't include the kite. For some reason, not sure what's going on with that, but whatever. The kite would go basically at the first level, trapezoid parallelogram kite